guys, how are you doing with those games? I've got 10 more, and they're all portable. Join us as Filter counts down the top games to go coming up next. Welcome to Filter, your one-stop source for the coolest in games, gear, and gadgets. I'm Diane Mizoda, inviting you to quaff deeply from the Filterator at g4tv.com as we run down this week's top 10 your favorite portable games. So your PC is only as portable as your extension cord will allow, and you can't make it to the fix-your-own Sunday bar? Listen up, Pocket Playboy. It's time to cut the cord with all the best portable games that you can play in public. Too husky to do a kickflip? Well, have no fear. The Birdman is here to save you from abject embarrassment. Thug 2 Remix waxes down the 10 spot this week.
Thug 2 on PSP for that 10's good spot for it. Visually, it's great soundtrack. They managed to fit a lot of features in it that people are used to from the console version. It works really well.
Thug 2 Remix's totally sick gameplay is so fresh that it'll help you forget what a poser you are. And besides, it could be worse. It could be a rollerblader. Number 9 features some of the purest stuff to ever come out of your PSP. Wipeout Pure, that is.
Racing games always make good portable games. So Wipeout Pure is pretty much a shoo-in to be at the top of a top 10 list of games for portables. And it just is so easy to pick up, have a race, shut it off, and you're done. And it's never something that you have to, no quests, no progression. It's just a race.
With the same visually stunning graphics and blazing speeds that the series is famous for, you'll be telling people that you can quit anytime before you know it. If you're looking for a cartoon-style turn-based strategy war game, and who isn't, then you're probably in the market for our 8th place finisher, Advance Wars.
Advance Wars number 8 should be like number 1, in my opinion. It was so addicting. I would be up in bed playing till 4 or 5 in the morning, just figuring out the strategy, because the AI was just brutal. It just kicked your ass. And you could play up with 4 of your friends, which is a great game. It was just perfect for the handheld. And it was just incredibly deep, and I just love it.
Advance Wars makes modern skirmishes and police actions a whole lot cuter and more wholesome than the ones you see on CNN, and with less annoying politics. Portable games can do many things, but can they curse like Billy Bob Thornton, dance like Napoleon Dynamite, make you feel guilty like Bob Geldof, or charge you $10 for a bottle of water like the vendors at a White Stripe show? Well then, check this out! This week, a whole gang of UMDs for your Sony PSP are out for you to enjoy. Now you can turn any mundane location into a movie theater. Great. Dang. Stop training to be a cage fighter, hop on your Liger, and pick up the Napoleon Dynamite UMD out this week for the PSP. Gosh.
You got like 3 feet of air that time. Can I try it really quick?
And if you're tired of all those visible villains, then pop in the Predator UMD and prepare to be scared. Oh, hell no! The iRobot UMD is taking over your PSP, and somehow, I told you so, doesn't quite say it.
Get off my car!
Meow, do you have a license for that Sony Portable? The Super Troopers UMD is out, Meow. Meow, pull over.
Oh, go girlfriend. I'm your mother. Come on, Thorny, you're losing to the rookie. It's embarrassing. Come on, Rabbit. You can do it. Oh, Rabbit, he's killing you.
On tour this week are the Detroit duo, the White Stripes. Check out Jack and Meg White as they hold up San Diego on the 29th and 30th. Remember, nerds, don't throw peanut butter at Jack because he might box your ears. What's the first rule of dodgeball? There are no rules for dodgeball. Grab a ball and aim for the fat kid full of chocolate as the Dodgeball unrated DVD hits stores this week.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
What?
Oh!
coming to bug you. If you didn't make it to Live 8 2 weeks ago, then jump into a time machine or check out the 20 years ago today limited edition Live 8 DVD. Okay, Bono, play the blues. My buddy Yorchuk and I already caught the Stripes at Club Hollywood in Estonia. They rocked the house. Or they would have if there wasn't electricity. Speaking of which, we've got bills to pay, so watch these commercials.
Gamers want more.
Sex in video games has great appeal because sex has great appeal.
Others want more restrictions.
The ability of our children to access pornographic material is spiraling out of control.
G4 goes inside the issue that may change what you play forever. Sex and Games, a G4 special report. Tuesday, August 23rd at 11.
Filter's tiny little pocket-sized countdown of your favorite portable games. Skateboard superstar Tony Hawk kicked off our countdown, and you'll see lots more familiar faces along the way to number 1. From the shadowy cellars of Castlevania to cloudy, fluty, new agey skyscapes of Final Fantasy, you've just got to have your console classics with you. Dracula's a pain in the neck. Get that sucker with number 7's Castlevania Aria of Sorrow. The third Castlevania release on the Game Boy Advance alone allows you to capture the souls of your enemies and use their special powers.
Castlevania Aria of Sorrow is actually one of my favorite portable games. The adventures of Soma Cruz were made so much easier by the fact that you could put your GBA to sleep. That way, if you weren't near a save point, you could put it to sleep, come back to it later, and not have to worry about losing the map of the castle.
Look familiar? Hey, there's a reason why there's like 500 Castlevania games. They rule. A lot has changed since 1990. Bush was president, we were going to war with Iraq, and Game Boys only had one color. Well, one thing hasn't changed. Tetris is still awesome, and it's number 6 this week.
Everybody has played Tetris. I think my mom's played Tetris. It's a game that takes over your life. It's so great for portable because you can just flip it on and play as long as you need to, because I don't even think there's an ending to Tetris.
Pay your respects, blockheads. This is the original gangster of portable Tetris. Looking to get all tactical on some Moogles? Number 5's Final Fantasy Tactics Advance might be just the thing.
Final Fantasy Tactics, that was an important game actually for Nintendo. I liked it a lot because it wasn't your typical Final Fantasy game with some wussy-ass hero, bitching and moaning about his homeland. It was more of a strategy game, and it kind of had a cool isometric view to it, and there was a lot of combat involved.
With so many levels and so much leveling up to do, you'll be saying, "In your face, Kupo," to your enemies for many hours. You know that Tetris was invented by Russian scientists who wanted an army of hypnotized robot people? I'd show you some photographic proof, but I don't know what digital camera to buy. Let's ask Andrew Hahn from G4 TV Labs in this week's Tech Toss-Up.
So you're out in the town, and you got a really nice suit on and a great date with you. You want to take a camera, but you don't want to mess up the design of your outfit. We got a couple of tiny little digital cameras. They're 5 megapixels, and they won't mess up the style. This guy is the Sony CyberShot DSC-T7. Check out this LCD screen on the back. It's 2.5 inches, really huge, really beautiful. And for its size, it still has amazing manual control. You can control the shutter speed, focus, aperture, pretty much everything. The best thing about this camera, though, is definitely its size. It's like half an inch thick, and it's just sexy as hell. With the Sony DSC-T7, you definitely pay for the Sony style. It's about $500. Now, this is the Nikon Coolpix S1, and it's a great little digital camera. It's basically very similar to the T7. It's got a 2.5-inch LCD screen. Now, the Coolpix S1 doesn't have all the great bells and whistles of the T7, but you know what? It's really easy to use, though it's not quite as sleek and thin, but still, $100 cheaper at $400 is a pretty good deal. So after spending some quality time with both cameras, we definitely think it's worth spending a little extra money for the Sony T7.
Along with housing starts and pork belly futures, the EB Games Top 10 is among the world's most reliable indicators of world economic activity. It's true. I read it in this pamphlet from Pueblo, Colorado. Send away and get your own today. Sorry, Yoshi, this egg is rotten. Yoshi Touch and Go stinks up the 10th spot this week. It's aim for suckers. Ping Pals yapped its way into number 9. Don't use the Force, touch it, baby. Star Wars Revenge of the Sith battles number 8. New system, same Mario. Super Mario 64 DS stomps number 7. Wario, where's my Ritalin? WarioWare Touched spazzes into number 6. This game blows my bomb. Bomberman lights up number 5. Lace up your sneaky sneakers. Splinter Cell Chaos Theory spooks number 4. Are you going to be renewing your license to kill today? GoldenEye Rogue Agent shakes up number 3. The sky is falling, rising? Meteos rocks number 2. Kirby's a pain in the ball. Kirby Canvas Curse rolls into our top spot this week. We rely on the web for so many different things, from paying bills to booking vacations to accidentally searching for shirtless pictures of Wilford Brimley. Oops, I said too much. And here's John Walsh with more of your favorite bookmarks in this week's Net to Know.
Dear Dr. Phil, does this look infected? Please say yes. At number 3 this week, as many of you know, I worked my way through divinity school making book on college sports for a powerful criminal syndicate headquartered in Hershey, Pennsylvania, which is why I like to encourage budding entrepreneurs whenever I can. Now, Sean Siegel writes us with his baby, collegehoops.net. Check it out now and get a jump on the season. Hey, you shut up. That was a beauty. And Prairie Dogging at number 2. You know, Ralph Dagsa could have lied and said he was dying of something, like those twerps you read about in the Inquirer who just want to set the record for the most get well cards ever received, me. But he didn't. He just straight up told us he needed some publicity. So check out his site, ralphdagsa.com. But you know what's funny? I checked. He really is dying. And at number 1, finally, a little truth in advertising. Robbie Covington writes to tell us that his site, spaceminis.com, might have a crappy layout. I'd like to confirm that, in fact, it does. But if you don't have a weird little kid living down the hall who likes to blather on and on about random stuff, this might be the next best thing. And that, America, is all you Net to Know.
Got a site you've got to share? Send those links to nettoknow@g4tv.com. And dear viewer, if you don't come back after these commercials, I shall be ever so vexed.
Sports to order, or go to directvsports.com/NFL for more details.
Welcome back to Filter's lint-covered sweaty countdown of your favorite pocket games. Wario isn't exactly on my short list of people I want to reach out and touch, but his milkshake brought you boys to the yard. Wario's at it again, and he ain't making pizza. He's putting wacky mini games in your hands. If you like oxymoronic statements like mega micro games and putting dollar signs in words, then you'll love our number 4 pick, WarioWare for the GBA.
WarioWare is probably one of the most addicting games I've ever played in my life. I remember seeing it and thinking, that is the most random, like, what the hell game I've ever seen in my life. The whole game is nonsense, but it's so brilliant in that it's nonsense.
These days, who has time for all those macro games anyway? And besides, that one where you have to pick the nose is awesome. Long before the famed One Mission came Metroid Zero Mission, and the advanced remake of the NES original Metroid title blasts the number 3 spot this week.
Zero Mission, a solid game, a lot better than Fusion. Graphics just look a lot better.
Metroid is so timeless. You remember why you love video games when you play a game like Metroid.
Spoiler alert, Samus is a woman. You're on your own if you want to know the ending, though. I just played early code of this new Metroid game. It's kind of an RPG where Samus runs into the Fab Five from Queer Eye for the Straight Guy. They're calling it Metroid Sexual. Oh, shut up! I don't write this crap. Here's tech reporter John Walsh, who does write this crap, with another edition of Tales from the Dork Side.
This week, we're bringing you a head-to-head comparison of 2 popular point-and-shoot 5-megapixel digital cameras. What better place for that than among the ink-stained wretches at the Artistry and Ink Tattoo Convention in Anaheim, California. So, Brian, it's interesting. It says on your back here, it says, I voted for clay. Sweet. Yeah, exactly what I wanted. So, Brooke, what have you got there?
I got the Konica Minolta.
Ah, that's a 5 megapixel point and shoot. It's very nice and light and slim, nice and compact. It's got a good big viewfinder. Cool, cool.
Nice crystal clear shot of everything.
Good stuff. We're gonna try it out and see what it looks like, okay?
Okay.
Here, you take a look at your back. You haven't seen it yet.
These are hooks for flesh hanging. Sweet. Well, this is a little process where you pierce various places of your body, your back, your knees, your chest, even your ass, and you push hooks there, through there, and you hang from them.
I'd like to get a tattoo of Hervé Villachez. You know, tattoo? Okay, why?
It's fun. We just love to do it.
Sarah, tell me about the HP PhotoSmart there.
It is perfect to take pictures of all of these T-shirts for Life or Crime.
Do I detect a slight plug?
Just a little one.
Little plug's better than no plug, all right, Sarah?
You can share your photos really easily over the internet.
Oh, nice. Plug and go?
Yeah. Got a 5.2 megapixel sensor, nice big LCD, as you can see. The optical zoom is 3x.
That's one of the biggest things I look for in a tattoo. Digital camera for tattooing is the optical zoom versus the digital zoom.
Digital zoom is for punks, man.
Yeah.
You've set it in video mode so you can capture short video clips.
That's pretty cool. It's amazing. I love this camera.
You're such a shill.
All right, let's take this and let's give this a shot, all right?
Girls, you better hold on to something.
I'm going to go out and buy it today.
Wow. Well, you know what? Just for that, I'm going to go out and buy some hanging hooks. And I want to get the new G4 logo tattooed on my ass. And I'll have to have the old NBC logo taken off. Typically, how much does it cost per square inch to remove a tattoo?
It's $49 a square inch, and if it's a large area, we do give a discount.
Do you have any T-shirts that are actually safe for television?
Yeah, we got a few. Man whore. It's, not too bad.
Well, that's all from the Artistry and Ink Tattoo Convention in Anaheim, California. I showed off some cool new digital cameras, showed off my own tattoo once or twice, and now I think I'll get something pierced. I'm going to start with a Prince Albert. Hey, buddy, you have anything larger? Service? Well, they lost my business.
You'd never expect that from a preacher's kid, would you? Speaking of which, God will strike you with a plague if you miss our filter face-off up next. This week, we take a listen to Napster's top 5 rock downloads. Howie Day collides into number 5 with his single Collide. At number 4 this week is Green Day's Holiday. And on the bright side, the Killer's hit, Mr. Brightside, lands in 3rd. Not quite the best of the countdown, but close. The Foo Fighters' Best of You is number 2. And Rivers Cuomo may not be celibate anymore, but Weezer takes the number 1 spot with their hit, Beverly Hills.
Call now at 800-766-2010.
Sweaty brutes in this action RPG surely know how to hack up fools, or at least they will after you train them in the badass ways of the Coliseum. Coliseum Road to Freedom slices into stores July 19th. Square Enix is bringing you yet another cel-shaded anime RPG to ogle over. Full Metal Alchemist 2 Curse of the Crimson Elixir materializes into stores July 12th. Yeah, Harry Potter may choose to zip around on his bushy broom, but honestly, wouldn't you want to soar the starry sky on the plastic paradise of your toilet seat? Oh, fine, you lazy boys. Just play this magical PC compilation of your favorite Potter games. World of Harry Potter flies into stores July 18th. Welcome back to Filter's countdown of your favorite portable games. Remember when we started the countdown like 15 minutes ago? That was awesome. It went like this. Despite being thuggish, you accepted Thug 2 Remix into the countdown this week at the 10th spot. It's not purely coincidental that Wipeout Pure wiped out the competition and came in 9th. Attention! Advance Wars is 8th. Now get off my obstacle, Marine. And you can stop with your aria of sorrow because there's a Castlevania title in our countdown at 7th. In Soviet Russia, you don't play Tetris. Tetris plays you. The classically puzzling Game Boy title blocks out 6th place. Dude, can I borrow an X potion? Final Fantasy Tactics Advance advances into the 5th position. Installing itself into the number 4 spot is WarioWare for your GBA. Now look out for plumber-related pop-up ads. And maybe they should call it 3 Mission. No, actually 0 is better. Metroid Zero Mission is in 3rd. I wish my plumber was even half as cheerful as Mario. And while I'm wishing, I'd kind of like for Link to get some slack. I get chilly just looking at him. But what'll it be, the perky tradesman or no pants boy? It's a conundrum only our filter face-off can settle. Return to the Valley of the Son of the Rehash as our top 2 contenders face off for 1st place. Each of these titles gained glory on the go when they ported over to the Game Boy Advance. Portable versions of The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past and Super Mario World duke it out in a battle even your fattest pants can't hold. Famous for the debut of that lovable dragon Yoshi, Super Mario Advance 2 put the Super NES classic in a handy takeout container.
Super Mario Advance 2 was great. It's one of those games that you realize, I don't have to take Super Mario Brothers with me. I don't have to take my NES. I have it in my pocket.
The guy with the green dragon versus the elf with the green hat. Okay, let's make it interesting and throw 4 more swords into the mix.
It was one of the greatest games ever, and it's on the GBA, translated perfectly to kind of really revamp the multiplayer. So you have this 4 swords adventure, which could have been a cartridge on its own.
So what's it gonna be? The Italian stallion plumbing sensation or 4 cute little elves yelling, "Hi!" You had to go with the 4 elves, didn't ya?
Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past is a great, great game because you can do it with friends or you can have, your own fun by yourself.
I don't know what's tougher, telling Mom you're playing 4 swords with your friends or that you're playing with yourself. Well, that high-maintenance Hushi Princess Zelda still has her hooks in him, but everybody's favorite elf boy takes the filter face-off by a nose. If Link ever learns to like himself, we'll see what she's doing to him. Thanks for watching our countdown of your favorite portable games. Tune in next week when we filterize your favorite comic book games. Until then, I'm Diane Mizoda, and my mom said I'd never get anywhere with these games.